welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. PDEU IIC is pleased to conduct this webinar on the hot topic of digital tools for marketing online, and we are honored to have the session delivered by Mr. Saurabh Pandey. Before we begin, I would like to introduce you to our speaker. Mr. Saurabh Pandey is the founder and CEO at Brandveda and ClickBig Agency and is a digital marketer by passion. He is a digital marketing manager with experience of close to 7 years with a successful track record in planning and leading traditional as well as digital strategies. He is constantly inspired and fascinated by the ever-changing world of online marketing and possesses a skill set built on the art of leveraging digital technologies, architecting positive user experiences, and engineering site, search, social, and mobile marketing strategies. We welcome you, sir. Now I hand over the session to you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this invitation, and I'm really honored, to have here. And my objective is very simple. I want everyone to fall in love with digital marketing. And just a quick introduction, and thank you for a nice introduction. Can everyone start your camera, because I'm seeing a lot of black patches. Go ahead, guys. Let's start your camera so that I can see some smiling faces. So I'll tell you a quick correction is I'm into digital for last 13, 14 years. And I've trained more than 50,000 plus students in digital marketing, worked with a lot of colleges. I've made a lot of money. My objective is to tell you that how you're going to make a lot of money. Let's start your camera. Let me see all faces. Go ahead. And before I start this session, let me ask you a very quick question. How many of you are interested in making a lot of money? Let's type interested if you're interested. My voice is clear, right? So my voice is audible. Nice. So my question is, how many of you are interested in making a lot of money? Let's type interested. So let me see how many of you are interested. Go ahead. Let's do this on dual communication mode. Let's have a discussion. Interesting topic. Fine. So most of you are saying interested. And I'll tell you from bottom of my heart, my mentor always tell me that interested people will never ever make big amount of money. They'll make some amount of money, but they will never ever make big amount of money. And the point is, we'll make big amount of money. Committed people are gonna make a lot of money. Yeah? So let's shift our mindset from being interested to being committed. That is something very important. Let's type committed. So if you're committed, let's type committed. I want everyone to make notes, because you never know, a tool, an idea can change your life. An idea can change your vision. That is so important. Go ahead, let's start your camera and let's type committed. So let's don't have interested mindset. And I'll tell you very important, like digital marketing tool is very, very important. And and digital marketing tools, very important. Digital marketing strategy is very important. And I'll tell you, there are thousands of tools. Probably you might be using some of the tools, but there are a lot of tools. Now, before we talk about tools, one thing is very clear, that you should know what exactly are your goals, right? So if we are doing digital marketing, we do have a lot of goals. So I'll just share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Recording stopped.
Yes, we can.
Fine. So point number one, it's
recording
not about
in progress.
What tools we should use, which tools we should invest. There are a lot of such kind of queries, and I'll tell you that we do have a lot of expensive tool with us, which I'm going to show to you live demo right here in this session. And before we talk about tool, one question that is very, very important is, what is exactly your goal? So that is something very important. It again depends, like, what is your current digital marketing strategies? So are you investing in search engine optimization, or are you investing in Facebook ads? Are you investing in content? Do you want to do competitive analysis? The question is, what exactly your goal and what are your current strategies? So if I talk about key digital marketing strategies, we do a lot of activities. So for example, search engine optimization, which is very important, bringing organic traffic to a website. Because I'll tell you that only having a website is not going to help you. right? So we want to make sure that people should come to my website. Relevant people, relevant traffic has to be there on the website. SEO is very important. So if you're doing search engine optimization, there are a lot of tools, straight from SEO audit to content audit to backlink audit to outreach. There are a lot of tools which can help you to search engine optimization. Now, if you're doing social media marketing, so social media marketing is another very important perspective, because we all love social media. And by the way, how many of you love Instagram? So if you love Instagram, let's type love Instagram. Let me see how many of you love Instagram. Go ahead. Let me see how many of you love Instagram. So social media strategy is something very, very important. So social media strategy comprises of a lot of things, straight from content research to content creation, paid ads, social listening. So a lot of things, social listening, influencer marketing. So a lot of things comes under social media marketing as well, which is again very important. Probably you can also keep, Facebook advertisements, for example, or LinkedIn marketing, Twitter. So that is a part of social media marketing. You can also do email marketing, which is again very important. Email marketing, or let's say influencer marketing. We can also keep Instagram. So Instagram, and then comes Google Ads, which is again very important to search ads. So if you go to Google, if you do search, you see a lot of ads. I'm a huge fan of running advertisements on Google Ads. So I've been running Google Ads from last more than 12, 13 years, and probably invested 1.7 million, in last 5-6 months, and working with a lot of clients these days to search ads and then display ads, content marketing, automation. So there are a lot of things, affiliate marketing, e-commerce marketing. So point number one, which I want to tell you straight away, is we have got thousands of tools, and I'll take you quickly to some of the best tools which I've been using from years. And the point is, on what basis you want to select the tools? It again depends, because some tools are free, some tools are premium, and some tools you can try it for some day and then go with the premium part. Next thing, before I start talking about tool, is very important, is what are your top goals? So what do you exactly want to achieve in coming days, for example? So let's say, so what do you want to achieve? So probably you might have a goal of, let's say, for example, to build traffic to your website, example. Or you might have a goal to generate leads, right? Point number 3, you want to engage with your users, which is, we call it engagement. Number 4, let's say you have e-commerce store and you want to drive sales. Is this okay? So traffic, lead, engagement, sales. Point number 5 is, let's say my objective is brand awareness. So one thing which is really very important is we should map, right? So what all strategies we're going to use in coming days or coming week? What are my goals, and which platform we are going to work? And at the same time, we need to work on challenges. What are our challenges, current challenges? So these 3 things we need to look into before we talk about tools. There are a lot of good tools which are coming into this market, straight from very fundamentals to highly advanced and AI software as well. Now, before I start talking about quickly, before I take you tool, can you type some of the challenges that you are facing when you're promoting your business on digital platform? Go ahead. So I would be happy if you can share me one challenges. Go ahead before I start talking about tools. So if you can tell me one challenges. I guess you guys are investing in digital marketing. I guess you are starting your own business, or probably you have started doing it. So can you tell me one of your challenges? Go ahead. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of, most of you love Instagram. There are a lot of reasons. Okay, so number 1 challenge which we are saying is the followers are inactive, so engaging them is difficult. Okay, this is one challenge. Quickly, I'm looking for 4-5 pointers, and probably this session might solve your problem. Okay, lack of content. Content is something very important. This is the part where most marketers, they fail. So creating content on a consistent basis. Yes, I know that. So Bella, Raval, you are absolutely right. And consistency is so important. What kind of content should I create? Because I'll tell you that there are different form of content, and different form of content, they do have different objective, right? So probably some of the content that we use in order to generate leads, some of the content we use it to acquire customer at initial stage, some of the content we use to spread awareness, right? So there are a lot of challenges coming in. Okay, most of my clients do not use social media. Then probably we need to tell them why they are not on social media, because the world is on social media, isn't it? Okay, fine, nice. And so let's talk about, so probably one, so I'm just looking at chart. So one is the content. So how many of you have problem regarding creating content? So go ahead, guys. If you have a problem, type yes. And I think this is the major challenge with all the business owners, especially with the startup company, because content creation takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of skill set. And I'll tell you that digital marketing, it requires investment. And keep this in mind. If you're investing 10,000, 5,000 on digital marketing, you can do only one thing, which is posting one post a day. That's it. It's very and highly skilled job. And I'll tell you how many of you heard about sales funnel. How many of you know sales funnel? Because I myself building sales funnel for last couple of years and selling a system to my clients. And one thing before I start talking about tools, and I'm going to talk about some of the amazing tools which I use on daily basis, which is adding a lot of value. And one thing before I start talking about tools, because this session is all about tools, one thing is very important. I'll tell you, why big brands are they're winning battle online, why they have a lot of impressions, and how they are acquiring a lot of customers online. One thing is important, that system always wins. So let's type that in chat, system always wins. The point is, even if you're running Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube ads or retargeting ads, whatever your strategy is, make sure that you must have a system. System is a game changer, and Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, organic, YouTube, these are all part of the system, right? So which is something very important. We'll talk about what kind of system I'm talking about, but a system which generate leads on autopilot, a system that does auto follow with my clients, that does nurturing, and we make the system on the basis of buyer's journey. Is this okay? And I'm sure you know buyer's journey, right? So buyer's journey and buyer's persona, it's very important that you should know your customers, right? But I'm not asking about finding the city or demographic details or gender. We need to find a lot of details on social media. Competitive research is so important. Find a system always wins. Keep this in mind there. So we need to make a system. I'll give a quick demo what that system looks like in real time, but that is a game changer. So one myth is, so keep this in mind. This is one myth that people always believe, that they're going to put Facebook, they're going to run Facebook ads, and they will generate money. Probably you might generate lead, but what about the follow-up system? So we need to take care of that part. And that's how a lot of business owners, they do that. We as a marketer, we believe in system. And that's how, we have been generating a lot of leads from last 8-9 years for my business, for my companies, and for my clients as well. So let's type system wins. I'll give you a quick idea what that system means. So if you're a startup company, make sure you must have a system which can generate leads on autopilot, does nurturing. So system is a combination of a lot of things. It has got email marketing, it has got traffic generating source, it has got content marketing is place, remarketing is place, email marketing is in place. So when they combine everything together, that becomes a system. So that is what is required. System wins. So let's talk about some of the good tools. We'll talk about system quickly, but now I'm going to tell you some of the best tools which I use on daily basis. So if you're excited, if you're making notes, let's type excited. Now we'll start my tool presentation, but one thing is very important. There are a lot of tools available in market. Go ahead. And make sure you're making pointers. Action is so important. So let me quickly show you. So number one, if you want to do any kind of research, so competitive research is so important. So if you want to do any competitive research, there are some premium tools that we use. I'm showing it to you. Okay, fine. So you can see, okay, fine. So you can see that. So if I talk about, doing some competitive analysis, we have got a lot of tools, and you can start off with SimilarWeb. This is a nice and fantastic tool that you can do for competitive research. Right, so you can get to know from where your competitors are getting traffic, how people are engaging on their website, which sources are driving traffic to them, what are the platforms they're running advertisements, what kind of ads they are doing it. We can find a lot of these solutions from similar web. This is a very fantastic tool, but this is costly, but you can always look into it. They do have a free version as well, and you can try that as well. So similar web is one of the tools which I use most of the time. Next tool, which is for competitive analysis, which I love the most, which is SEMrush. So how many of you know SEMrush? It's again very powerful tool. It's a very competitive tool. It helps you to do a lot of activities. So let's say, for example, if I want to find any website, if I want to find, let's say, semrush.com, and you can do a lot of investigations, start from social media audit to content audit to SEO audit. So you can see that how much organic traffic they have, how much money they're pumping in search ads, how many backlinks they have. So backlink is related to SEO part and display advertising. So display advertising, it means I'm talking about banners that you see on the websites and applications. So this is very important. You can see the traffic trends, and then you can do keyword research, social media backlinks, site audit. So this tool is very, very powerful tool. So I highly recommend if you're looking for one tool which can help you to do SEO part as well, some social media part as well, and some paid advertisement part as well. SEMrush can do a heavy lifting for you. It's a fantastic tool. I've been using SEMrush from last so many years. Now let's talk about. So these are the tools which you can always use. Two very important competitive analysis tools that you can use to do site audit, right? Which is organic, paid advertisements, all those things you can do with the help of these two softwares. So I spoke about two softwares. Can you type that in chat quickly? And make sure that you go through those softwares and see how it works. Go ahead. Okay, fine. So one is SEMrush and second is Similar Web. Now I'll talk about if you're doing search engine optimization, if you're doing SEO. So these are some of my best softwares which I use for search engine optimization. So if you're looking for someone who wants to build organic traffic to your site organically, right? So I hope that you'll be having some idea about search engine optimization, which is building organic traffic to someone is searching on Google search. And we want to make sure that our website is coming on the first page. So if you're doing SEO, so these are the softwares which I use most of the times. So number one is obviously you can use SEMrush. You can use Ahrefs. Ahrefs is another amazing tool that you can use. Ahrefs. You can use Moz. Moz. You can use SEO Majestic. I'll show it to you. And then there is a very costly tool in search engine optimization, which is link research tool. So if you have SEO in mind, and if you want to grow organic traffic, probably you can use any of these tools. Ahrefs is one of my personal favorite tools. So I use most of the time Ahrefs. Now this is Ahrefs. So this is, I'm talking about SEO tool. So Ahrefs is very nice software, Ahrefs. So you can see that Ahrefs, SEO Majestic. So I'm not asking you to invest in all these three softwares. You can, if your SEO is an agenda, you will surely require it too. So SEO Majestic, this is Ahrefs. Moz is another very good software. So these are the softwares which people use across the globe, across the globe. So if you're working in Australia or client with Australia, if they're doing SEO, I'm very sure they're looking at matrices given by Moz or Ahrefs. So Ahrefs is a nice tool. This is Majestic, Ahrefs. You can use Moz. And there is another tool which is link research tool you can use. So you can see that. And I'll tell you one thing very important. It's not only about using a tool, it's all about making informed decision when you're looking at data. So one thing is very important, that whatever marketing activity you do on digital platform, it has to be data driven, isn't it? So it's not about using a tool, it's all about seeing the data in right manner, and then meaningful decisions, and then converting those decisions into action plan. That is what is required. Fine. So we spoke about 3-4 SEO tools. And how many of you are paying attention to SEO? Let's type SEO. Let me see if any of you are paying attention to search engine optimization part. Go ahead, guys. Please do let me know. SEO. Okay, Ravel. Nice. Anyone else working on search engine optimization? And I'll tell you, I've been working in SEO from last more than 15 years. Organic traffic is the best traffic. So very nice. Okay, fine. So SEO is something very important. And if you want to do, keyword ranking, keyword research. So how you are coming on Google search engine page. So where you're coming. So if you want to find all these details, there are some very good tools that you can use for keyword ranking and tracking. So this is another tool which I'm using as of now, which is What's My SERP. It's for keyword ranking tool. So if I want to see where I'm coming, so if you're typing, now this tool is telling me that if someone is typing SEO course in Ahmedabad, I'm ranking at position 2. It means I'm ranking on first page and second position on organic results. So this is one very good tool that you can use. So What's My SERP, this is only for keyword ranking and tracking. And there is another tool that I use on regular basis, which is SERP Watch. SERP Watch, it's an amazing tool because we do a lot of activities in search engine optimization, and then we need to understand where my ranking is. But to be very honest, I'll tell you that SEO is not about ranking, because this is again a big myth. Because a lot of people, they think that if someone is searching SEO, if someone is searching about your business on Google, and if you're coming on the number 1 page, or let's say first few results, so like this, and the birth. So let's say, so you can see that this is coming on number 2. So a lot of people, I met, and they feel that SEO is all about ranking, which is not at all true. Because ranking is okay. This is just the half part of the definition, because I want to make sure that when someone is searching for my business has to be here. People will click, they'll come to my site, and then I want to make sure that they should fall in love with my website. They should take some action, right? So we call it as a conversion. Now we're going to have micro conversion and macro conversion. We want people to take some action on a website, which in this case is applying on the time. But there are a lot of other actions they can take. They can watch this video. They can scroll their cursor here. So a lot of activities can be done. So this is again another very powerful way to understand, how your website is ranking. This is another very nice website, a tool which I'm showing it to you, which is SERP Watch. It's for ranking and tracking on keywords. So the point is, SEO is not about ranking. SEO is about 3 things. One is ranking, clicks, and conversions. And that is so important. Is this okay? So you can see that I can check this for 100 keywords or 200 keywords. So this is a nice tool, which is keyword ranking and tracking. So I spoke about 2 very important tools for keyword ranking and tracking, which I'm using it from past so many years. Number 1 is What's My SERP, and second is SERP Watch. Fine. So guys, let's type one tool. Abhi tak jo bhi tool aapne dekha, let's type one tool. Let me see how many of you. Go ahead. Let's type one tool. So I spoke about 5-6 tools, I guess. So I want to take you quickly. Am I going fast? Kya main teji se ja raha hu kya? Or is it okay? Go ahead.
No, sir, it is okay.
Okay, fine. So What's My SERP is very important for keyword ranking and tracking. And I spoke about second tool, which is SERP Watch. Go and put your website domain and see where you're ranking. And by the way, how many of you have a website? Let's type WOK. So let me see how many of you have a website in real time. Let me check how many of you have a website. Or let's say how many of you have Shopify store, let's say. Shopify store. So I do have my own store on Shopify. Go ahead. Nice. Okay, fine. So make sure that you can always check, put your domain and see how you are ranking. And then we need to take corrective actions, right? So ranking, clicks, and conversions. Now let us talk about, because many of you are struggling with content. Now I'm going to tell you some of the amazing ways to create content. And this is one very important tip. So how many of you are really struggling with creating content? So if you're struggling with content, let's type ST. I'll get to know that you're struggling. So this might be your one of very important pain point, right? So let's type ST. Now I'll tell you one very important secret here. Because creating content, it takes a lot of effort. I keep this in mind. So let me see how many of writing ST. Okay. And how many of you have, learned about a technique, or आप में से कितने लोगों ने, you heard about this technique, which is known as content multiplication technique. If anyone can give me some idea, how many of you heard about content multiplication technique? Because if we talk about all giants, All big brands, all influencers, they have this in place. And this is a game changer. This concept is game changer. And by the way, how big companies, how big influencers, how they're creating content so easily and pumping content across all the platforms simultaneously. And the point is, can we automate that? This is important. So how many of you heard about this technique, content multiplication technique? If you know it, please type CM. If you don't know, please type no. And I would be happy, if you can start your camera, because sometimes it becomes really difficult to speak when you're seeing a lot of black patches. So how many of you heard about content multiplication technique? What is that technique? Go ahead. Can anyone give me an idea? Let's have a quick discussion. I want you guys to speak. Go ahead. What is content multiplication technique? Anyone?
Sir, is it when, for example, if you want a lot of content, you can divide a blog into different contents. As in, you can write a blog and then make some post out of it or make a reel out of it through the same content, so that you don't have to create new content. You can divide the existing content.
Nice. And have you done in real time? Princey, have you done this in real time?
Yes, we have tried. For example, if we have a specific topic, we create a basic content for them and use it for different materials.
And which tools you are using in order to do this?
None, sir. We just do it ourselves.
And then it becomes difficult, because you said correctly, one content can be converted into how many different content? Can you give me an idea? One piece of content. And blog, I find blog is so important. And you there are 3 stages of buyer's journey. There are 3 important stages of buyer's journey. So let's have a discussion. I'm going to ask you a very important question. And this is again, probably will give you a good idea. So what is buyer's journey? And one content, how many different format one content can be created? How many types? And can you tell me stages of buyer's journey?
No, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, fine. So buyer's journey, we have got 3 points. We have got 3 stages of any buyers. Straight from, when customers are identifying their pain points, and when they are finding solutions, and when they interact with you, when they become your customers, and when they start referring you. So we call it as a buyer's journey. Right? Straight from finding you, becoming your customer, and then start referring you. There are 3 very important stages in buyer's journey. Sorry. And these 3 phases are, it's like this. So we call it a funnel. Funnel is very important. So first phase, we call it as our brand awareness phase. So someone who don't know about your brand, and they are your ideal audience. Keep this in mind. Fine. So we call it as a brand awareness stage, where they get to know first time they hear about your brand. First time they saw your brand. Fine, that is known as brand awareness stage. And then comes engagement phase. When they start interacting with you. It's an engagement phase. And then finally, brand awareness, engagement, and then comes conversion phase, when they become your client. So engagement, or I can also write consideration stage, when they started considering your brand as one of the options, consideration stage. So these are 3 phases. You can go to Google, you can search for content marketing funnel. You can type sales funnel, you'll get this kind of flow chart. Is this okay? So the content that we create, so brand awareness, we call it as top of funnel. Engagement phase, we create some content where objective is to engage with our users. So I'm going to call it as, let's say, top of funnel, middle of funnel. This is known as MOFU. And conversion stage this is known as bottom of funnel. Is this okay? For 3 phases of customer's journey, buyer's journey, we're going to have different type of content framework. So for example, brand awareness, it's going to be blog. Engagement phase, probably we're going to release here, it's a webinar or ebook, for example. And for conversion stage, I'll just give you an idea. Conversion stage, probably it's going to be a demo, for example. And there are three kind of audiences. Keep this in mind: hot, cold, and warm. What is hot customer? What is cold customer? Cold customer who probably does not know about your brand but might be a good customer. वो customer जो आपका customer हो सकता है, but उसने आपके बारे में कभी सुना नहीं है. Probably cold audience. People in offline, they take cold as different audience. उनको लगता है they are not interested. Is this okay? Cold audience. What is warm audience? They identified their problem. They identified you as well, and they might buy product from you as well. But they are not very sure. They're still in consideration stage. They're looking at your competitors, and they're going through different brands. They're checking their products, and they have not made their decision. And what is hot? Hot customer is someone who has decided that he or she will bring product from your business only. They will be your customer only. Hot, cold, and warm. So here we are creating hot customers. So it's a journey. We want to make sure that our customers, they should take some action. From cold. So here someone is very cold, someone who don't know about my business. Here is engagement phase. So I'm writing this is somewhat like warm, and then finally this is going to be a hot audience. Now my question to all of you is, what do you think where the money is? Where the money is? Can you tell me where is the money is? The money, so is the money in top of funnel or middle of funnel or bottom of funnel? My point is where the money is. Can you type that in chat? It's same like, ye kuch aisa hi hai that, I met my wife in a party and we get to know about each other. First time we met. Second time we started going in coffee shop, movies, engagement phase. So movies, coffee, cinema, engagement phase, where we are starting building relationship with our client. And then finally, I went to her home and I proposed her for marriage. Conversion phase. Is this okay? Are you getting my point? So this is the conversion phase where marriage proposal happened. And finally, marriage happens. The point is there is always a love story between you as a brand and a customer. Keep this in mind. And every customer, they do have their own love story. And my point to all of you is, I just want to ask you is, which I find is very important. After spending 13, 14 years in digital era, I can tell you that this is one of the big mistakes which a lot of startup they always do. My point is, where is the money? Can you type that in chat before I start with content creation tools? Go ahead. Where is the money? Go ahead. So do you think the money is in hot audience or cold audience or warm audience? Go ahead. आप मुझे बताएंगे, कोशिश करेंगे? So Bella is writing hot. Go ahead. Hot audience. Go ahead. You got my point, right? So I'll tell you that 90% of business owners, they feel that money is in hot audience, which is absolutely wrong. The money is in cold audience. Keep this in mind. The money is in cold audience. The more people know about your business, the more money you want to make. Keep this in mind. And if you give me a time, I can prove it very logically. Yeah? With my campaigns, with my like campaigns, I prove this very logically. And one of the things which I have adopted and with my clients is we always keep a budget. An objective is only awareness. We're not looking for any acquisitions. People should know my name. That is something very important. So the money is not in hot audience. Hot audience, people who have made up their mind, they will ultimately give you their business. That's surely going to happen. But the point is, are new people every day, are they getting about your business or not? This is something very important. The money, and tell you the money is not in hot audience. The money is here. The money is in cold audience. Money is here. And all the best campaigns which I've done, worked. One thing is very important, all the big giants, what they do is they always run 3 kind of campaigns. They run a campaign for top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. And that's why they have a system, they have a sales funnel in their business strategy as well. Is this okay? So money is not in hot audience, money is in cold audience. And make sure that if you're pumping your business, put some amount of money in brand awareness only in brand awareness. That is something very important. People should know, because if they know, and then we're going to have a system. So if someone knows my brand for the first time, what is next step? What next step they can take so that from one phase, they'll move to second phase. Is this okay? Now let's talk about what all content you can create and what is content multiplication technique is, that one content, and I'll show you logically now, one content, a blog. So one content can be converted into, so one content like blog can be converted into more than 21 different content formats, not 1, 2, and 3. For example, a blog can be converted into a tweets. How many of you have tried doing this? If you're writing a blog, I can convert a blog into 100 tweets and I can schedule it. So I'm a guy who loves automation. So tweets. So number one, how you can do that. So there is one tool which can help you to do that. Converting a blog into real-time tweets. And please do that. Please check all these tools. Because if you're struggling with content, you need to create content. And why we struggle? Because if we create a content, a lot of things goes in a process. For example, you need to have a good content writer. You need to have a good video editor. You need to have a good graphic designer. You need to have a good, cameraman, editor, software. A lot of things goes into this picture. But I'll tell you some good tools. So a blog can be converted into a tweet, a tool which can help you to do that, which is known as Zlapo. It's a fantastic tool. You can check that. I'll show it to you. So see, this is the software, Zlapo. I do it with the help of Zlapo. It's a fantastic tool. So you can see that, go and check this tool. I do have this premium version, but you can convert that into a tweet. A blog can be converted into a video. How you can do that? So let's say I'm having a very good tool with me as of now. So which is, you can use Lumen 5. So convert your blog into a video. This is amazing software. Put a blog and your blog will be converted into video. You have to do login. There is another software which does a lot of ways. So for example, we're doing this webinar. What if you can convert this 1 hour of webinar into 20 videos of, let's say, 1 minute or 2 minutes? Isn't it amazing? But we need to work on it. And the point is how you can convert that. I'll tell you that tool as well, which can help you to do that. Is this okay? So number one, you can use Lumen 5, which can convert a blog into a video. Now a blog can be converted into a podcast. So for example, if I want to convert this blog, I'll just give you an idea. Let's say, for example, if I go and check my blog, if I want to convert a blog into a podcast, let's say, for example, I'll click here. You take any blog, I'm showing it to you. And what you can do is you can convert a blog into an audio file. How are you going to do that? I'll copy this, click this. Now this is an amazing software which we have. You see, this tool is known as Listener. A blog can be converted into a podcast. So why don't you launch your own podcast channel? Fine. So if you want to create content quickly, you need to have such kind of software. So let's say, for example, create an episode. Say I'll copy and paste this. Is this okay? And what I'll do is I'll click on convert. I can see the voice. I can convert this into different languages, Bengali, Chinese, Hong Kong. I can do that. And let's say standard voice, a lot of things are coming in. See this.
Do you wonder when you search for a topic on Google and the most relevant result for you comes up? It's the power of SEO, the websites with better, relevant, and optimized content rank.
So what I've done is I've converted a blog into a podcast. There is another software which can do a lot of wonders, which I use, which is Pictree. So I'll show you that software as well. It's again paid software that we use. See, this is a nice software. A lot of functionality is there with this software. So a blog can be converted into a video. A blog can be converted into a podcast. A blog can be converted into social media post. Do you know any tool? I guess someone was talking about, converting a blog into social media post. So let's say blog into social media post. Which tool gonna do that? Missing letter is one of the good tools that you can use. Missing letter. Go to Google and search. This is a nice, amazing tool. Pictree does a lot of work, heavy lifting for you. Video content gonna be very important in 2021. See Pictree. Article to video, script to video, visuals to video, editing videos with voice using text. A lot of things can be done. And then you can use a tool which is known as Missing. So I'll write Missing. LTR, social, I'll show it to you. This is nice tool. And the point is, when I'm talking about, creating one content and converting it to different form of content, make sure to try these tools and check personally and practically. This is important because I will tell you, teaching digital marketing and making money from digital marketing is altogether a different ball game. Keep this in mind. Fine. So that is important. So this tool is really very important, which I'm showing it to you as of now. So go and check. This is a nice software. You can use Pictree for creating videos. Images can be converted into video. This is nice to go and check. Amazing software. Missing letter. You can use this software. Is this okay? So you can use this. If you want to create video, you can use another software which we use, which is InVideo. So I have a lot of my students who have their own store. They create videos. I'll show you one of the video which was created by my own student. Probably he did last day. Created amazing video. This is again a paid software. And he's doing a good business online. You see, this is what he's created. So he's having his store in Amazon, Shopify also. He has created this with InVideo. So a lot of softwares are available there. So you can use this. This is just to show an example. So it's again very amazing software InVideo, where you can get, a lot of templates you can get. You can create a lot of wonderful videos. Another software which will help you to create video content. It's gonna be web video. So I love this software. It's again a paid software. You can use, and the best part is here also we got video calendar. So you can always create a calendar entire week, video week. You can schedule. There are a lot of templates which are available. See, YouTube, Facebook, restaurant, education, technology, quotes. So quotes are very popular on Twitter, Instagram. You can use any of these quotes and put your branding, do some editing, work on, royalty-free music, get images, and you can do fantastic work. So this is a good tool that you can use, which is web video. Fine. So these are the tools that you can use. There are a lot of tools, like there is another which is Promo Video, amazing tool for video content. Now, if you're looking for graphics content and if you want to create posts on social media graphics, so I'm gonna tell you one tool which can really solve your problem, and that tool is very close to my heart. And this tool is known as Promo Republic. The best part is you'll get all creatives within this platform. So even if you're not graphic designer, they do have a lot of pre-built graphics template made for you. And the point is you can also schedule, you can check analytics, you can do a lot of things. See, this is what I've done in last week. Can you see this? So this is the tool which I'm using as of now to manage all my social media, activities. You can connect it to LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Even now Instagram also, you can connect this kind of software with Instagram and can post and schedule content on Instagram. Previously, it was not there, but Instagram started, giving permission to these APIs as well. So this is a nice tool which you can use, Promo Republic. So let's say, for example, if you want to create a motivational content, you can see post ideas. Let's say you want to create motivational posts for Instagram or for, let's say, Twitter, for example. So I'll go to all. So let's say, why this is not coming. So let me check. We need to check, but all these things are available. Please check this software. So they do have, let's say, I'll show it to you. So let's say if I want to create a content, let's say create new post. And let's say from here, you'll get post ideas. So moods and session, no, I'll go to all. I'll go to popular categories. Why this is not showing? You can check that. Please check that. They do have a lot of marketing. Let me check. Okay, fine. Please check that. As of now, it's not coming here. But the best part is they do have everything in place. So you can get already creative done for you. Just go and edit and you can create it. Another tool that you can use, which is not Canva. Canva is very popular. Trello is very popular to create graphics content. So you can see that you can use Canva. This is Trello. This is alternative of Canva. So Canva is very popular. You can use Trello. So we use Trello. So this is a Trello. This is same on the lines of Canva, but very popular tool. You can use Trello for creating all kind of graphic designing. You can do animations as well. You can create all marketing collaterals on this software. You can use Trello and then you can use Canva. You know Canva, right? So Canva is very popular. So you can use Canva as well. Will add a lot of value. So I spoke about, again, very important tools. How many tools I spoke about? अभी तक कितने tools के बारे में मैंने बोल दिया? Can you type that in numbers? Go ahead. You can do a lot of research. You can see this is my account as of now. I can see my follower growth rate, average comments. I can see what are my top content, which is getting a lot of engagements. I can see what kind of post I am posting, at what time I am posting, which post is more engaging, what is the format of content, what hashtags I'm using. So hashtags are important. So you can see that you can use this software for Instagram. And the best part is they do have a very good feature where I can download all content. So let's say, for example, if I want to download this content, you see that there's an option called download. I can straight away download to my dashboard. You can put your competitors' Instagram profile, big brand, and this can be checked for reference. You see straight away, I have downloaded this on my machine. Is this okay? So this is just an example. So this is a tool that you can use for hashtags. Now, how many of you are pumping money on Facebook ads? Let's say, how many of you are pumping money in Facebook ads? I'll tell you very good 2-3 tools which I use personally, because this topic is quite big, and my objective is I should tell you some good softwares which you can do later on. You can do research. So how many of you are investing money on Facebook ads? Let's type FB. Let's type FB. And Nirav, I want to ask you, are you using any software? Because when we talk about Facebook ads, there are a lot of platforms which are available. Straight from campaign optimization to ad creative optimization, A/B testing, ad research, competitive research. There are a lot of softwares which are available. Now, if you're spending money heavily on Facebook ads, or if you're planning to spend huge money on Facebook ads, I must say there is one tool which is really a game changer, because a lot of updates are coming in for Facebook as well. Probably you must have heard about iOS update. Fine. So this is one software that we use. It's a very important software. I love retargeting. I do a lot of things with this software. So this is again a paid software which we work on. This is known as Connectio, a very powerful tool when it comes to Facebook advertisements. Fine. So you can use this software, and this software can help you. So these all products can help you to do a lot of work together, straight from doing retargeting campaigns on Facebook. So a lot of things can be done, finding interest. A lot of things can be done with the help of this software. This is, a targeting tool which can help you to identify your right audience on Facebook. Now, if you want to optimize your campaign on Facebook, I will talk about a tool which I'm using, which is Companion Labs. Amazing software. So you can see that this is smarter Facebook advertising, and probably they offer 7-day trial or 14-day trial they're offering. So why don't you try this software? It's amazingly good software which helps you to optimize campaign, straight from campaign to ad set level to ad level. And then there is another software, Magic DX. I'll show you. There's again very good software for Google and Facebook ads that you can use. And I'll tell you, so this is about ad. And how many of you have e-commerce store? If you have an e-commerce store, we do have some softwares which can help you to optimize your e-commerce campaign. And this is a tool which we use here, which is known as Marpipe. This is again a very powerful software. And this is A/B creative platform software. And you can see the pricing. This is somewhat costly, but there are a lot of such kind of softwares which are available as of now. So this starts with 1950. And you can see that 8 million funding. We do have this software, paid software with us. So we use it for A/B testing. So what this software does is, if you're running e-commerce, what I can do is I can straight away create 100 creatives at one go. 50. I can work on ad copy. You can see that 8 million graph funding. We do have this, and I can start targeting with 100 audiences at one time. And I can see which works, which don't work. This is just an idea. So you can see that this is just an idea. So a lot of things can be done. You see that these all advertisements, we are creating it for e-commerce site. So a lot of softwares which are available as of now. So this is again A/B testing platform that we can use. Now, if you want to create funnels and all, so we do have very good software which helps me to get good and high paying clients. So I'm a huge fan of this software. This is a very good software, which is Funnelytics. And what we do is we understand, because every business, they have funnel. So you can see that these are the templates. So I can create funnel. So let's say if I show you my lead gen funnel, this will be like this somewhat. This is my lead gen funnel, for example. So we spoke about buyer's journey, right? We spoke about buyer's journey. So straight from, so straight from brand awareness to engagement to conversion funnel. This is how it looks like. So this is one good software. You can see that blog. I'm posting a blog. Someone reading my blog. I want them to take my free ebook or free course. Someone is taking my free course. I want them to join for my webinar. And someone takes webinar, they will go to my free demo. And then we use this software with some other softwares like ClickFunnels. So we create all sales funnel on this software. This is again a premium software. So this is nice. So this is a software which we use, ClickFunnels, for creating funnels. So funnel is not only about creating landing pages. We are actually building a system. You can try this for 14-day trial. And next is Kajabi. Another very good software. If you want to launch your digital products and all, you can use this software. So there are a lot of softwares coming digital front. If you want to do email marketing, again, we're going to have MailChimp or GetResponse. If you want to create landing pages, GetResponse. One page website if you want to create. So GetResponse, you can use it. Another fantastic software. You can do webinar, you can create email marketing, you can build a website, a lot of things can be done. So which is GetResponse. You can use Unbounce. And if you're running campaign, I'm very sure that retargeting campaign is going to be very productive, because I'll tell you, if you want to generate leads from social media, retargeting always works best. So let it be any kind of media. Let it be Facebook, let it be LinkedIn, let it be Twitter. Retargeting, what it means is if someone is coming on my website and if they're not taking action, I want them to come to my site again and again. Because the more number of times they will visit, the more likely conversion going to happen. And if you want to start with retargeting, and if you're not very sure about how you're going to do that, I strongly suggest that you can use retargeting. AdRoll is very good platform. AdRoll, it's a retargeting platform. AdRoll, Perfect Audience, another fantastic software, do retargeting. So Perfect Audience. So you can use Perfect Audience. That is a nice software. So Perfect Audience, I guess they've changed their name to Springs, Sharp Spring. This is a retargeting platform. And if you want to do native, how many of you know native ads? How many of you know native ads? I'm a huge fan of running ads on, native platform, ad network. How many of you know native ads? Native ads. Native ads. So I've been working on Taboola. Okay. Okay, fine. So if you want to run native ads, you can start with Taboola. So I've seen a very good app. So I've run campaigns on a lot of different ad networks. Taboola is one of them. So Taboola is again very important. Taboola.com. This is ad native ads. Heard about native ads? सुना है किसी ने native ads के बारे में? So what are native ads? Can anyone tell me? You can try. So native ad is, let's say if I go to Aastak, and I'll tell you that, what I've understood, that if you really want to bring, very good traffic at low rate, native ads can do wonders. But the objective is totally different. Keep this in mind. So it's not like normal ads. So it's like this. See, if I go to Aastak, you might see a lot of ads here coming in. I'll show it to you. So you see, this is a straight away ad. And this is coming from Google Display Network. This is coming from Google Ads. This is a simple display ads. But I'll tell you, this is again an ad coming from Google Display. What about this term life insurance? This is Max Life. All insurance brand, you will see that they put a lot of money on native advertisements. And this is like an editorial ad, editorial ad. So when someone is reading content, so you see that this is their landing page. This is native ads. And why we call it native? Because it exactly resembles the look and feel of the website. That's why this is known as native. People actually, they don't have idea that this is an ad. So I love this ad, and I've run a lot of campaigns on native ads. And I'll tell you that traffic coming from mobile device is totally different from traffic coming from desktop device. This is again important. Keep this in mind. So if you're getting a traffic from desktop, if you're getting traffic from mobile, probably there will be a lot of differences as well. See, this is their landing page, but I'm not sure why they're creating this landing page. This is not okay. I guess they are a big brand. They can, burn or churn out a lot of money, but this is not the right landing page. So probably you can see Akshay Patra. So it should be like, if I click here, someone is reading articles, someone has gone to ask them to read news. The moment they will see this ad, they will not identify it, right? Because this exactly resembles the website content, look and feel. And someone click here, so it's coming here, but probably Akshay Patra is also running, but I'm not sure. Probably I don't think that this landing pages are probably adding a lot of value, but I guess they're investing it, probably they're making it. But the point is, you need to have a kind of ad which is written from third perspective, not from your brand perspective, but as if a journalist is writing from third point of view, because they are reading news. It should go to news. Let me see, Olympus luxury living. I'll show you. See, this is, I guess this probably, so you can use Taboola. There are a lot of network platform that you can use. No, this is not good. Okay, fine. So this is okay, fine. So we talked about a lot of tools. I guess it's 5 o'clock. Please go ahead and ask me your questions. And I went through quickly because my objective was very simple. I don't want to speak about 5 tools. At least my objective is, in 1 hour, probably you should know 10, 15 tools and then you can explore. That was my idea, because probably if I start talking about these tools, probably then it's difficult to cover 1 or 2 or 3 tools in details. But go ahead, if you have any query, you can ask me. Please go ahead. Go ahead. The world is on the web. Go ahead. Please ask me your queries. And how many of you have make pointers? And can you tell me how many tools I showed it to you in numbers? Go ahead.
हेलो
Yes.
सौरभ सर, मेरे बात कर रहा हूँ
बोलिए.
सर मेरे को अगर मैं ब्लॉग लिखना चाहता हूँ तो सर उसके लिए मुझे मतलब क्या करना पड़ेगा? मतलब फर्स्ट मैंने कभी लिखा नहीं है और अभी मैं स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ सर, और सर मेरा जो इंटरेस्ट है वो एनवायरनमेंट रिलेटेड है.
ओके ओके
तो सर मुझे तो थोड़ा गाइड करिए इसके लिए.
बिल्कुल. देखिए, सबसे पहले मैं आपको ब्लॉग लिखने के लिए यूनिक पैशन है, because writing one blog is not important, but consistency is important. Okay. As you are saying, you are interested in writing a blog. I'm very sure you can do that, but you have to push yourself. But there are a lot of tools that can help you to writing blog. ब्लॉग का हो सकता है कि कंटेंट हो सकता है, ब्लॉग का हेडलाइन हो सकता है, ब्लॉग का कंटेंट लिखने वाले टूल्स मैं आपको बता देता हूं जिसका इस्तेमाल आप कर सकते हैं. यू कैन डू रिसर्च व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ब्लॉग्स आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग लॉट ऑफ ट्रैफिक, है ना. सो ब्लॉग लिखना है, सो आई विल टेल यू there are a lot of tools available. So have you written any article so far? अभी कोई आर्टिकल लिखा है आपने?
यस सर, सर मैंने एक आर्टिकल लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन सर उसमें इतनी ज्यादा ट्रैफिक नहीं हुई.
बिल्कुल. ट्रैफिक तो क्या, इट अगेन डिपेंड्स है, बिकॉज मैं आपको बताता हूँ अगर ट्रैफिक लाना हो, देयर आर 2 ways to do it. So for example, if I show to you, just to give you an idea, because if you're writing a blog, our agenda has to be very clear. Why I'm writing this blog and what exactly I want to achieve. For an example, I'll just give you an example. And that's why it becomes really very strategic. So for example, if you go to Google and if you search, let's say, a digital marketing agency in Indore, I'll just give you an idea. Probably you'll understand, Nirav. So let's say if I type digital marketing, if I'm writing digital marketing agency in Indore, you see that this article is ranking on number 2, isn't it? I know that. The point is, which I want to tell you, that if you're writing a blog, it doesn't mean that it will always rank. There are some different strategies. So number 1 is, if you have a passion, if you want to write something, you need to do some initial research. That you need to do. Okay. And let's say how you're going to do research. So I'll tell you a very good software which can help you to do content audit, because ranking on Google search engine is altogether different ballgame. The point which I want to tell you that we can do a research, and I can tell you upfront that, okay, look, these are the topics you have to write. These are the content you need to create. These are the queries that you need to solve into the blog. And these are the sample blogs which are ranking on Google search engine. Take care of all these things. Start creating a good blog and some backlinks, and probably it will help you to rank. मैं आपको ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कुछ ऐसे टॉपिक्स पे ब्लॉग लिखना जिस पर बड़े आसानी से नीरव रैंक कर सकते हैं. जैसे यही शब्द है, मुझे पता है इस पे मैं हमेशा रैंक करूंगा. आई एम वेरी श्योर, बिकॉज आई हैव डन सम होमवर्क. मुझे पता है इस शब्द पे रैंक करना मेरे लिए काफी आसान है. That's why I started this writing this blog, and why I've written this blog. The only objective is to rank for this keyword on Google search engine first page. That was my goal. Is this okay? So मैं आपको बताने की कोशिश करूंगी कि if you're writing on something very competitive, then it becomes very difficult. But the point is how you want to select. And I'll tell you a very good software which probably will add a lot of value to you. And we use it here. And I'm a huge fan of this software. This is one of the great AI content creation analysis software which you can use. Market Muse, one of the good software that a lot of big companies use these days. Go and check this tool. So this tool is somewhat costly, but they have some free version. I do have some paid version as well. So if you want to, try the paid version, because paid version, they do have a lot of, they have a lot of features, and you can use this software. So this is a paid software. I can use 300 credits, 50 credits. And let's say, for example, so let's say if you want to write a blog, let's say, can you tell me a topic? We can do a quick research, but you can check this software, Nirav. This will help you a lot. The point is, if you're writing a blog, the point is, one thing is very important. What is your objective of writing a blog? Is your objective is traffic? If the objective is traffic, the point is how you want to build traffic to your blog. Number one way is you can start advertising. The point is, but if you don't have any budget, then probably you need to select topic very strategically. You need to do competitive analysis. Are you getting my point? So मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि जब आप ब्लॉग लिखेंगे ना और आपको पेड नीड करना है आपको, तो आपको पक्का करना पड़ेगा आपको रिसर्च के साथ हर टॉपिक पे ब्लॉग लिखेंगे. Because if you are creating you are putting a lot of strength, lot of time, lot of energy. Because I know that writing 1,500, 2,005 word of content takes a lot of efforts. आप इतना मेहनत करेंगे, and if that blog is not ranking on first page or second page, it's mostly of no use. अगर आपको ट्रैफिक लाना है, probably you might think कि नहीं मुझे ट्रैफिक नहीं लाना है, but I want to promote within my audience. That looks good, but we need to do some research. And what you can do is you can use this tool, use Market Muse, use this software. Okay. This is a very good software. Put a topic. So let's say if I put any topic, let's say SEO, let's say if I put, let's say a top content, let's say Google Ads, let's say for example, Google Ads technique, a lot of things can be done. And this tool does a lot of research. I need to select right country. I can put some URL, and this tool does a lot of research. This tool, what we'll do is we'll compare the results which are coming on Google search engine page, first 10 results, first 20 results. This tool will give you grade. This tool will tell you, okay, these are the keywords. You should put that in your content. This tool will give you a list of queries that people might ask regarding that particular blog. Because the point is very simple, that we are writing content because we want to help our end users, isn't it? So if Market Muse use कीजिए, it's going to add a lot of value. HubSpot का भी tool आ रहा है. You can use that tool, which is blog idea generator. You can use that software.
Thank you.
So probably we can check that. If you want, I can give you access to this software. Just check how this works, and they can help you. But this is a good software that you can use, Market Muse. Okay. Fine. And then HubSpot blog generator. And I'll tell you, one of my friend, one of very good friend of mine, and he's having a very good website, and he's a blogger by passion himself. So when he started, 4, 5, 6 years back, I guess he started single. Now he's having a very good team. He writes about iOS and technological blogs. And one I will suggest to you, what you can do is, you can go to this. Okay, you can note down this software as well. आप क्या कर सकते हैं? Okay, you can go to YouTube, and I had personal interaction with him. He's a very good friend, and I'll tell you. I'll show you. Jignesh, you can see that how we can make money from blogging. This is pure. If you want, I can share that link. Take iGeeks. Jignesh is doing amazing job here. See, they're purely into blogs. Go and meet this guy. He will surely help you, Nirav. Okay. Give my reference and talk to him. Go and see. He is writing blog and he's purely into blog. And he's a nice man. He always helps. And probably if you are passionate about writing blogs, go and meet these people because these are the practitioners.
Okay.
That is important. And check market news, and a lot of tools here.
Thank
Fine.
you, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead. If you have any query, go ahead. Time is money, and the money is in air. Eh? Keep this in mind. We are a huge opportunity to make money. But the point is, are you really committed to make money? This is something very important. It does not matter how much money you have in your wallet. The point is, do you have here? And one thing I'll tell you, as you all are young, and you can put a tap. Let's appreciate. Let's hug. एक बार अपने आप को hug भी कर लीजिए. And I think you guys have done fantastic work. Listening to me for 1 hour. You guys have done fantastic job. And one thing which I'll tell you is, as you are on the path of, starting your own, I guess it's very rewarding. At the same time, it's very challenging, but the growth is always there in uncomfortable. So keep this in mind. And every dream starts small. Every master was an amateur. One thing is very important. You have to move ahead. और मैं digital में आपको बता देता हूँ कि करना ज़रूरी है, ध्यान रखना. Because I've seen a lot of people, they always wait for ideal condition. But there will be never ever an ideal condition in your life. And I'll tell you that people who are struggling, so there is a bad struggle and there is a good struggle. Nirav, what you're doing is people, criticize parents, society, family, they don't take responsibility. That is, I call it as a bad struggle. Those people, difficult to grow. And the point which I want to tell you that, the people who are always having trouble or they're struggling in bad ways, where they spend most of their money, that. वो पैसा कहाँ खर्च करते हैं. Sorry, I'm from Mumbai, like I stayed 10, 11 years in Mumbai. So ऐसा कभी कभार, okay, fine. So where they spend money, they spend always below here. They always spend below here. People out there, go to YouTube. Sometimes कभी कभार मुझे, I'll tell you from bottom of my heart, sometimes I feel, I was listening to a very big company CEO on YouTube channel and just have very productive बात जो वो कर रहे हैं. And I see only 1,000 views. Only 1,000, and then channel has got only 1,000 followers only. And दूसरे YouTube channel जिसमें कोई value नहीं है, probably the definition of value might change from different perspective, and they do have million of followers. That happens, but the point is, आप किसको vision? What is your vision? That is something very important. Do you have a vision? That is something very important. Because I myself started 3-4 companies. मैं चालू किया, बंद किया, चालू किया, बंद किया. And one thing which I always tell you is make sure that you keep yourself very positive and make sure that you preserve your dreams. That is something very important. And it takes courage to think big, and then taking action is important. Fine. So it was thank you. It was really great to meet you all. आज का session बहुत कमाल का रहा. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank
you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful and information-packed session. I'm sure all of us here will be living with a lot of new insights. Thank you all once again for your time and participation. See you at our new upcoming webinars.
Thanks a lot. Let's dream big and work hard. Take care. Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.